What's up, everybody? This is Everything in This is a Cash App Live. I just gotta find a live. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, there we go. Boom. Hey, y'all. There's frequency. Can I say for frequency? Yeah, you can send this thing. Let me pin this. Boom and boom. All right, cool. So I probably won't do another Cash App Live until like maybe Saturday. It might be Friday. I might have to travel on Wednesday and Thursday, so it probably will be Friday. But just an FYI. But I feel like y'all should be cool. For the most part. We're gonna see. All right, cool. I think that's so wrong. All right, so you about to have it's a conversation that's coming up with a group of people. These could be like developers. I'm getting like a business model or a business plan. Okay, so the conversation is going to be very influential, right? But I feel like you're gonna be trying to figure out like how to afford something. It's Felice, all right. You're gonna be trying to figure out like how to afford something. So you're gonna have to go like through an untraditional type of way. Like you won't be able to get something being truthful. I know that sounds weird, but like maybe you're gonna have to name drop or you're gonna have to throw something out there. They said use your Taurus abilities. All right, so you're gonna have to be really wise with whatever this conversation is. But I promise you, you're gonna be able to get it. Um, if you don't know something, just don't speak on it. Okay, that's what they're telling you for like the next, I say 2 days, 24 to 72 hours. They're like, if you don't know something, don't speak on it. Just Taurus people are really good with playing shit off. Okay, it's just I'm on my way out the house looking like a snack. Period. Like it's gonna be one of them things where you just gonna have to like, it's not fake it till you make it. I don't know what the hell it's called because it's not faking it because you know what the fuck you're talking about, right? But like, I just feel like it's gonna be more information that you can learn from listening to these people than you're gonna learn listening to something else. You know what I'm saying? Like Tauruses right now, they just outside shit. They don't really want to sit still and they don't really want to hear what people gotta say. Like they just doing shit for them. And I like that energy for Taurus. Like dead ass. See what I'm saying? Whoa, marriage is here and the hermit is here. Right. So if they're saying like if you want marriage, then you have to be outside. Like you have to get outside. But if you want this opportunity, if it's business or whatever it may be, they're saying like it's not the traditional way of how you would see something. You know what I'm saying? It's not the traditional energy. How can I put this? So this person may come in and they start talking about like relationships. You know what I'm saying? And like the relationships that they talking about, you don't want to chime in and be like, yeah, because like these people is this and these people is that. You know what I mean? Because like to them, they never experienced that shit. So they may be like, oh shit, like what the fuck they got going on. So like just don't do shit. Just be like, oh okay, you could like mention the longevity shit or the good shit. Like, oh yeah, I was married before. Like I feel like talking more about longevity and positive and connections and good connections and stuff like that is going to help you in this situation. It may even lead to marriage. But because they don't want to invest in people that don't even know how to nurture real relationships. You know what I mean? So like if as long as they know you know how to nurture a real relationship, then they know you can nurture a business relationship or a new relationship. If this is an actual relationship, like they want to hear the positive stuff that you did inside of your relationship because this person was raised on good foundation. Or these people, yeah, they were raised like with their mothers or they were raised under good principles. You know what I'm saying? They may actually have an issue with like religion or esoterical knowledge, but like, just read the room. That's what I would say. Read the room. Like the energy is already there. I think you just gotta read the room to know like what to say and what not to say to these people. Like, um, sometimes they don't have to know everything you know. You could just teach them everything they know or hear what they know. You know what I mean? So I will have a good ass conversation, but like make it more about like your goals, what you want to do, like what you like, what you plan to do. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even bring up the fact that I'm a Taurus. Like I wouldn't even bring up none of that shit. I wouldn't say nothing about nothing besides, life, what you trying to do, how happy you are in life, how motivated, what you like, even your company, like, while herbs and stuff like that is a really big business, you know what I'm saying? I would just say I'm more in like, holistics, like teas, you know what I'm saying? I would be like, I make teas and I sell my teas to coffee shops, stuff like that has to do with like a corporate junction or or corporate function. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's gonna push you forward. Like it may actually end up being like some sort of a connection to like someone else, or somebody may end up giving you a connection to someone else. Yeah, like because I feel like this person, like they have no choice but to talk about it. They like, hey, I think y'all should meet. There's an opportunity for some money here. You got the devil card here though, so. But I feel like it just makes them overly obsessed with like just your energy and aura of positivity. And then as time goes on, after you get to know this person, you could have more conversations, more in depth. But I would never bring up anything that I've been through or whatever the fuck has happened. Your number is high. Your number is 12. It's teetering between 1208 and 1212. I hope that helps. I hope that helped. Hey y'all. All right, let me see. I thought I seen the list here. Did I see it? Oh yeah, Sunny. All right, I'm ready for you. If y'all put a green check mark if I'm missing somebody. Okay. Oh, hey Jack, how are you? I said, can I get a frequency, please? Yeah, you can send it on Cash App, my mom's. Only because I gotta delete this video. I said, I will. Thank you, T. Love you. I love you more. All right, let's see. This is for Sunny. Period. All right, so you got Temperance, Five of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, so somebody wants to have a conversation. They're going to change their mind. All right, so this goes back to the reading I just did about, was it really that bad? I will say, yeah. I feel like, a conversation that you have with somebody, I feel like it gets you out of your head. You kind of get more like clarity. You get a better understanding about like, what's going on with something. But like, I feel like the people that want to have a conversation with you, I feel like they're stricken. Okay. Somebody needs like some sort of angelic help. That would be you. And they're trying to change the way things was. Okay. So somebody knows like, every time I deal with Libra, all of a sudden, my energy is good and money starts coming to me and shit just starts doing well. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like somebody is doing bad in life right now and they struggling in life right now. So they just trying to find like a happy medium or a happy place on how to go about doing something or like how to make something right. Yeah. Because you got the Five of Pentacles here. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. All right, so I feel like you just leaving something in the past. I feel like you're not emotional about it, but I do feel like there is some sort of there's a conversation about your money or a conversation about money. I really feel like the conversation that you're having about money is really more about like strain. Now this could be financial strain because half of the Ten of Pentacles is still a Five of Pentacles. This is like bad handling or mismanaging money. Yeah, I knew that. So you're about to have a conversation with yourself, or this is like just something that you're doing in realization to say, okay, what is happening like with money, or what's happening with my money, or how do I fix my money, or how do I go back and just do something the right way? Because it's not magic. They say in the High Priestess is in reverse, so it's not magic. So this means it's bad structuring. The King of Wands is like, he's structured, he's calculated, He does things in chronological order type shit. Like he's very smart. So he moves meticulously. It's like Aries, okay? Because you can have Aries. You can send this thing. You can have Aries in your chart. So I feel like you gotta move different with your money. Like they're telling you to get your money together because you're about to have to invest in something, or you have an idea that needs to be flourished and like it's just sitting there. So before this idea just just goes into flames or just just disappears, they're saying to just do something with it so that it's budgeted enough for you to know what you need to do. Like something is just not right. I know it sounds weird, but like it's just not right. It says, yeah, I was thinking on that. Yep, leaving stuff in the past for sure. Yeah, people, as far as people that come around, they don't want shit. I can say that right now. Like, they don't want that fucking thing. If they come around right now, it's literally because only thing that they can remember is that when they were cool with you, like, life was good for them or shit was easy or something for them. That's as far as it will be with them. As far as it is. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So, I mean, I don't even think you buying yourself shit. That's just how I feel. Like, I feel like you saving your own money or you saving money. But, like, they telling you, like, you're running to the Five of Pentacles with the way you're doing stuff. They telling you if you stop and read change or do something different, then, as you start to put more energy into your budget or your life or your future, other people will too. You about to start getting more doors opening for you. And, you'll end up probably most likely with a better life. You also end up with like some sort of cute condo, like there's a condo here in your reading. Your number is high. You're at 1198. Same for frequency, K. Hey y'all. Thank you, Westside. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna pin this one now. Jack, let me know what you sent for, okay? You're welcome, Stink. I'm on Westside right now, and then it says walking through Brixton with both annoying pups. Can I join? Yeah, you can send Stink. Use buy me a coffee. If you sitting on here, I gotta delete it. So, all right. Kat, did you send for frequency or reading or both? The said he loved me, but yeah, motherfuckers in the past come around saying they was thinking about me. Yeah, when shit don't go their way. You know what I'm saying? I think it's weird. Sal, let me know if you join it, okay? All right, so I'm jumping to West Side. Period. All right, that card hit the flow. Oh wow. All right, so you got the Two of Cups, the Tower in reverse, the Magician in reverse, all right, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so I feel like this is a really good conversation of somebody coming back around. I feel like somebody's in a bind, so they may end up contacting you and they say, hey, hey, what's going on with you? How you doing? They could be like, hey, where are you in the process of something? Like somebody was going through like some sort of depression or betrayal. Okay, so this was in reverse. So like now they're out of depression, they're out of betrayal, and they trying to figure out. Oh, thank you. You can put it right here. And now they're trying to figure out like I guess like where y'all stand, or no, I'm not gonna say where you stand. Think about stuff when shit fucked up for people and they be like, oh shit, you know who I can call? I can call yada 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 yada. So like you're that person, you're the yada 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 yada. Okay, so if somebody is trying to have a conversation with you, is because they're coming out of some sort of, I'm gonna say hiding, and if it's not a hiding, then it's like they feel like people shitting on them or people are mistreating them or doing them dirty. So they trying to use you as like some sort of new connection, new face. This could literally be like based on music or whatever. Like they could be saying like, okay, well, I'm trying to, introduce you to these people now. Like, but somebody wants to use you as their secret weapon because everybody else has turned their back on them. The Five of Cups has his back turned in either way, upright or below. All right, so they could be introducing you to a Scorpio, or they're into it with a Scorpio. So I feel like somebody's making enemies for you that you didn't make for yourself. Okay. This is life when I was clocking in late as hell. It's that phone being on airplane mode and D&D. I'm trying to tell you. It worked though, right? It worked. It ultimately makes us, you know, behind in certain shit if we're looking for shit, but for the most part, it works. All right, let's see. Damn. Okay, so when this person contact you, their voice might be cracking or their voice might be all fucked up. Okay, and I feel like the reason that their voice is cracking and all fucked up because they just gonna have like some sort of recollection of like all the fuck that they just been through, like, and you recollecting what the fuck you been through. You like, nigga, okay, like shit could have been all been different if you would have just did right. So it could be an Aquarius, a Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But like, I feel like it's too late now. Now, will you take the offer? I feel like Cancer ain't fucking with it. Cancer like, hell no, like, nigga, you the fucking devil, you weird. You just not gonna trust this particular person because maybe they just coming around out of no fucking where, trying to have a fucking conversation. Plus, I think we both know, based off of the energy here with Aquarius, all right, that you're supposed to be going on a new beginning, in a journey to find your actual like husband, your actual mate. You see what I'm saying? Like that's who you're supposed to be going toward, and that's actually who's coming towards you. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it could be an aqua, not an aqua from the past, but a current aqua. But nobody from the past. I'm also hearing two resolutions. I'm hearing that song. We need a resolution. Who's that? Aaliyah. Should I stay or should I go? Okay, so you should listen to that song. It's Timberland and Aaliyah. I need a resolution. So Capricorn, you could be coming across a Capricorn. There, somebody's coming in with a resolution. Like I'm telling you, somebody's about to fix some shit for you. But you got to make sure that you are very sure about what the fuck is going on. But I can promise you this: somebody's gonna try to come back from the dead. You have all Aquarius cards here. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps. Did I tell you your number? Your number is. You're teetering at 1217 to 2226. 1226. Sorry, y'all. Let me get some water. Thanks, y'all. Cool. All right. Oh, so wait, Kat, you did sit for a reading? Okay, okay. Cool. All right. Jack, you're next. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. All right, boy. Wait, Jack, are you here? I'm here. Hey, sticker butt. Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. I knew they was gonna do that because I was like, I don't feel like they had went too far away. All right, so just to make sure I'm clear, I got Jack, Kim, Kat, and Demi, and then Kat, you did reading, right? Because it's a reading and frequency, but it's a read, right? Just read. I see it's a read, unless I'm missing something. It's all about to get some more 47 cents candles. They on sale. I love little candles. I got like a little oh, I see the frequency now. I got like these cute little tea lights. I gotta find them. I think they downstairs, but I had these cute little tea lights that were so freaking cute. Like, you know, if you just try to catch a vibe, and they would vibrate in like this cute, like blue, like this color blue, like, but it was a little bit lighter. It was so freaking cute at night when you just like chilling and you catching a vibe. I used to use them because, you know, I showed y'all that little screen area that I got in the back of my house. And so like I got like a, you know, like a little, like a couch out there. It's like, you know, like the outside furniture or whatever, so it's water resistant. And they got like a little table, and I would put just the two on the table, and it looks so cute at night. Like, it's so freaking cute. It's such a vibe. This is, yeah, lighting those candles have been working for real. I'm telling you, I love me a candle. I got a candle lit right now. Like, I just keep candles lit. All right, let's see. All right, this is Jack. All right. King of Wands in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, I feel like you get it. I feel like you're in good energy, but I also feel like you're saying, like, you know, it's always something. I feel like you want your mind to be at rest. You're like, okay, like, because the Six of Swords is like, okay, I don't want you to go. Okay, so this is that's another Aaliyah song. Okay, I don't want you to go. Okay, what is the song? I don't want to be alone. I can't be without you, think without you. Yeah. So Capricorn is showing up very heavy in y'all readings. This is, I did bury my mom on Friday. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I did not know that. I'm so sorry to hear that. And you know what's crazy? I swear to you, I was literally about to say that you didn't know anything about a funeral. Like, you didn't know anything about, like, what to do with a funeral or how to handle funerals or how to handle losing someone. So, like, I feel like you're still focusing on the money and, like, you know, but, like, I just feel like, you know, you're saying, like, okay, so how do I move forward? Like, you know, the Six of Swords is like saying, like, I don't know really what I'm doing here. But the crazy thing is, you kind of know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I put it in my chat. I was in you pigs. Oh, see, I don't be in there. I don't have it on my phone, so I have to log in. I said it was a trip, but I got it done. Period. I handled it as you always do, and I'm sure she's so proud of you. And you are now one. You are now one person closer to, like, your destiny. I forgot what your North Node is, but when we lose people, depending on your North Node, if it's like we were talking about Aaliyah, so Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, North Nodes, our people in spirit push us forward. Like, it seems fucked up and it seems sad, but you know, at the same breath, y'all know I'm gonna always be honest. When people are ill, they're in pain. You know what I'm saying? And, like, while I lost my people and I did not have that mindset in the beginning, but you know, I lost them because of breast cancer. And so I watched them go through chemo and go through all of that, you know, and it was just like, damn, like, this shit is taking a toll out of them. Like, they telling us, you know, like, man, I'm ready for this shit to be over. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, they told us to put them on, like, the do not resuscitate and all that shit. Like, they was not, do not revive. That's what they were saying. Do not revive or do not resuscitate. Okay. And, like, yeah, you know, and me and you had this conversation, remember? Like, I didn't want to say that, you know, in our conversation, but, like, remember I told you in I think it was your very last reading with me, I was like, this is the time that you take to deal with her and be with her because you don't have much time left with her. Remember? I'm like, you know, ain't nothing going to happen right now, but, like, you know, we both kind of know and we can, you know, you're just as ordained. It's like, you know, it was inevitable. You know what I mean? It's inevitable. So, but I do feel like it sounds crazy, but ultimately the very thing that removed y'all is the thing that brought y'all together. So now I know it sounds crazy, but she has a home. You know what I mean? And it sounds really weird, but, like, that's your home now. And not only do you have her now as a spirit guide, but you have something now forever. You could literally keep up with, you know, what you have. You, like, everything that you kind of went through, and you say, okay, well, it's a struggle for me to have this, right? And you went without it for so long. You think that, okay, well, I have to suffer now to keep what I got, right? But really, it's a blessing because the transition was going to happen anyway. Whether you were there or not, and you chose to be separated or not, or be there or not, like, it was going to happen, right? It says, I'm back on top, but it's bittersweet, though. And that's why I just said in the beginning of your reading that you feel like you never can get a peace of mind. But, like, you got to come from now a different place in your mind. Like, this that grown woman shit. Like, you know that something, you know that had to happen. It was inevitable, right? And it's sad, it's fucked up. And the time that you spend, it was never to get emotional, it was to get right. It's like, you know, when people, when they making a fate with God, you got to get right with God before you make your fate. That's what you were doing. You're making fate with your person, aka your mother, and then you let God do the rest. You know what I mean? It says, yes, I'm a homeowner again. But do you see how it happened? You know? And these are many conversations that we've had along this journey where I'm like, dude, you don't get your wealth from just building it up. Taurus North Node people do not get wealth from building things up. They rule other people property, other people money, other people blessings, other people love, it's from other people. You know what I'm saying? It says, yeah, I made it right with her too, and that's why it happened. Inherited wealth. Yes. Yes, other people. So I know it may seem to you like you can't catch a break and you know you can't get a peace of mind, but like they were on their way out regardless, and it's good that you were able to make peace with that, okay? And now you have to say, like, even though you went through all that you went through, was it that bad compared to what you have endured? And it's like, yeah, many sleepless nights, a lot of fucking stress, a lot of goddamn dysfunction, moving around. Okay, yes. But think about what was at stake here now and how it's been resolved. If you had to do that shit all over again, you literally know now what the fuck is coming on the end piece. And we already had these conversations, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like now it's a conversation where it's like, all right, you got everything that you need. You know what you're doing. You got all of this in the bag. You have a spirit guide now. You can still communicate with them through spirit. And does hurt, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna get past that as well. Okay, my condolences too. But now this is your opportunity for building. That's your house. That's your house. Yeah, see? So it seemed fucked up, and I'm sure you can't stop crying or you can't stop trying to figure out why it had to happen that way. But like, you're now going into a sense of new life, power, authority, money, okay, happiness. It's bittersweet, like you said, but you now can envision something with them in mind. She's still gonna be in that house. So she's still in there with you. You might not be able to physically touch her and yada yada, but you know she gonna be there in spirit. You know? So I'm proud of you, in case nobody told you. And I know it sounds crazy, but your number is still high. Your number is 1188. So maybe you're just off again and on again with the emotions, but like they telling you now is the time for you to move forward. And you're gonna stack money. You about to get bread. You know? I hope this helps. I hope that helped. My bad. Everybody just walked in my house literally at like one moment. It was like, what the fuck? See? All visitors. You about to have guests. I like that. It says yes, it definitely helped, period. All right, let's see. Judy. All right, and then next I got Kat. Kat, can you copy your question for me, and then I'm gonna have you repost it in just a second, okay? And then I know you got frequency too, and then hubby, I see you, and then Lika, I see you. All right, let's see. Period. All right, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, period. Okay. So you going through cutting niggas down with your sword. I like that. She like, I'm on a journey, okay? And any motherfucker that get in my way, okay? Swiper, no fucking swiping. Got it. All right, tell me more about this. What's the Page of Wands? Devil in reverse. Star card. Damn, Judgment. Tower. All right. Okay. Okay. So I feel like, there's conversations being had. I guess the conversation is confirmation of the Tower. I guess somebody is expecting you with a Three of Swords to be sad or fucked up or mad or upset or irritated, but somebody feels like, they didn't get any confirmation about the King of Cups, which is in reverse. Like, so they didn't get a confirmation about, like, what's going on or how you feel or what the fuck is... I don't know why I didn't need that. What's the Three of Swords? All right, the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay, so they're telling you to stand on your truth. Like, even if somebody feels some type of way about something and they don't like it, or they feel like, what you're doing or what you said was inappropriate, all right, so you're going to have a conversation with somebody. This could literally be at work, okay? Make sure you are enunciating your words. I don't know why somebody feels the need to hold this conversation with you. Because you got 8 and 4, that's 12. 12 minus 5. Goddamn. Math? Fuck. 12 minus 5 is the 7 of Pentacles. So it's at work, yeah. The 7 of Pentacles is a job. So I feel like somebody's going to ask you a question. I don't know what the fuck the question is supposed to represent. I feel like you have a good rapport somewhere, okay? Because remember, the 4 of Pentacles is rapport. So, like, I feel like you have a good reputation somewhere. And, like, somebody's going to ask you a question. And maybe you answer the question and they're like, what was that? You like, oh, I said yada yada. And they're like, are you sure that's what you... Somebody's going to try to question your authority about what you said. I feel like, I mean, you have such a good rapport. Like, if a motherfucker feel like you said some shit out of the way, they could just ask the fucking question if you said it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're so noble. You'll be like, yeah, I said that shit. You know? And I feel like other people around you feel that way too. So it might be just a weird hoe. Somebody could be going through something. They just got a bad day at fucking work. So just make sure you enunciate yourself. Like, if it sounds like what you're saying is a curse word or something, yeah, I would say it again. If this is relationship shit, like, I just feel like somebody fucked up about something. They want to offer you something. Somebody feels like you're fucked up about something, and so they want to offer you something. But I feel like you're not fucked up about something. You're actually the Queen of Cups. You might be actually worried about your fucking self, because the Queen of Cups looking at the Nine of Swords is like saying, like, why the fuck am I not emotional? Like, that's her looking at them like, wait, aren't you supposed to feel some type of way? Like, you feel like you want some sort of lunacy, but you're not. I feel like you just healed. Fuck. Mature people, they don't give a fuck about certain shit anymore. Like, they only care about their money. Anything that compromise their job is like, hold on, bitch. But, like, relationships, people, shit like that, they're disposable. Like, that's the perk of being an adult. Yeah, and you're off. You back off doing whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. Shit. I feel like the world is your oyster. You could be planning stuff. I do feel like you're saying to yourself, like, okay, maybe the summer, you like, okay, I don't feel like I got all that I need or something for summer or something. So you could be, you could literally be wanting to just go on a vacation or travel or something. Yeah, you want to travel, period. So you might want to go somewhere near water. You're like, okay, I want to go near water. So this could be literally like a river walk or a boardwalk. Like, you're like, okay, I'm going to go to the boardwalk, or I'm going to go to the river walk, or you could be taking like a boat to go around the river walk or the boardwalk or something like that. You're like, okay, I just want to see the area. Okay, so maybe you never got on, like, you have like the Odysseys and all of that stuff. So I feel like you're just trying to find some real cool, mellow, fun shit to do. Okay. She has her child with her, so, you could be literally just looking for fun shit to do in your city, with little folks. But I feel like something else is not necessary to address. If somebody feel like you said some shit, like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, I don't know. I feel like whoever this person is at work, I don't know what the fuck they want. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I just feel like I feel like they're just having a bad day. See what I'm saying? It could be a supervisor or a manager. Somebody's just going around, they got an attitude, and they ask you something, and I feel like they misheard you. So a way to avoid all of this shit, if your manager is seeming like they're spazzing the fuck out and they going through some shit, like just, you know, play pussy. I know that sounds weird, but like I would just play pussy, and just be like, okay, well, oh my god, oh no, like what's wrong? You know, they might be rude and shit. It's like nothing's wrong, but it's like okay, cool. But at least they know you're not the fucking problem. That's what I would say. At least they know you're not the problem. I feel like everybody needs to know that you're not the problem. That's what I would say. As far as other people, it's like Death cards in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. There's no confirmation here. Knew it. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So it's not gonna be really a big issue at work. I think it's gonna be more an issue of like what the fuck you have to say, like, or what do you want to say, or what do you want to hear. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, you know, the most part about being mature is you could just tell a motherfucker what the fuck going on, and they ain't got no choice but to deal with it. If you tell a person like, oh, I don't want to fuck with you, like they can't not you know, they can't just fuck with you. You're like, no, nigga, I don't want to fuck with you. It's just that, literally. Motherfuckers can say what they want to say. They can plead what they want to plead, but it don't fucking matter. Like, if you don't want to fuck with them. So, I feel like that's what your energy is. Your energy now is like, you know, I don't want to fuck with you. You got the energy coming around with the Page of Cups. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, maybe it's a young person, but it don't really look like a lot of energy or interest. It's just like, okay, go back to self-love. You're like, I don't really want to deal with the shit. People look very combative here. I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, they look very combative. Like maybe they all having a bad day and you the only motherfucker having a good day. Now, if it is a relationship, like somebody may come in talking about love and relationships, but it's like, how the fuck are you when we arguing? Because that's what the fuck matters. Like, if you're gonna marry somebody, like how are you when we can't communicate? When we are irritated and we are upset with each other and I don't want to fucking talk to you, how are you able to bring me out of my shell respectfully enough for me to be able to be open and have a conversation with you maturely based off of your immature fucking actions? That's maturity. Now, I could say, oh, I could put my pride aside, but nigga, a motherfucker can't keep putting their pride aside for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more I put my pride aside, the more you gonna just think you can play in my fucking face, and I can't have that. You know? This is... I had a comment with Scorpio last night. He said he can't give me what I want. That's just that. And he spiraled, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck. What else? But I'm like, I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. Wait, I'm lost and I'm slow. So who can't give what they want? If he can't give you what you want, then don't it make sense for you to want to fucking leave? Why would you stick around knowing that he can't give you what you want? And why would he think that you would stick around knowing that he can't give you what you want? And that don't sound like it's accurate to me. It sounds like he's full of shit. Because if a motherfucker know they can't give you what you want, then they would have told you that from the beginning. And they wouldn't be trying to make it right. A motherfucker that know they can't give you what you want, when they fuck up, they be like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to leave it what it is because I can't give them what they want anyway. What is it that he want that you want that he can't give you? Honesty is policy. Right. I mean, he gonna do that because he fucked up. But I'm saying, what is it that he can't do or he can't give you? I don't want shit no more. What did you want from the beginning? Because it really wouldn't be about what you want. It would be more about what he wanted. Do that make sense? The only reason that Scorpios do shit like that is because they're not getting what they want. So why the fuck did he feel like he was telling you that? Do you see what I'm saying? You have a Scorpio beating, so I know you know what I'm trying to say here. Like, maybe y'all both wasn't giving each other what y'all want, but y'all also not giving each other the truth. I mean, that's what it seemed like to me. Because if you're not getting what you want and he's doing what he's doing, which means he's not getting what he wants, that means what the fuck were y'all doing with each other? Besides acting like you're not giving each other what y'all want. I don't know. It could be me, but it don't seem right. second. But your number's still high. You're at 1203. I don't want no open shit. I want exclusive, and he doesn't want that, saying he can't do that. I said, okay, that's fine, so I won't stick around. I mean, but what was the conversation when you first met him? Was there ever any conversation about exclusivity? Because are you being exclusive? Like, would you want to be exclusive with him? Because I don't feel like you want the nigga, honestly. Like, I feel like you're in and out, 1 foot in and out with him. So you ultimately don't want exclusivity with him either. Right, so why would you want him to be exclusive and you know you don't want him either? It says I was exclusive. Exclusive because of limited option, because you're not a hoe. So like, hoes, they gonna fuck everything and not be exclusive. But you not being a hoe, you have to be with where you're comfortable, which is what you last fucked. Like, most Libras go back to the last motherfucker they fucked because of comfortability. So you might not fuck nobody else because you feel like, oh, I'm already fucking you, so I don't have to do it with anyone else. But that's still not exclusivity. That's just you choosing not to fuck someone else. Whereas for him, he's saying like, you know, I thought that we had an agreement that we weren't exclusive. Me knowing he didn't want that is what made me 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Right. So you knew from the beginning that he didn't want to be exclusive, but you made yourself exclusive. Do that make sense? Because they telling you that love is coming in, it's coming around the corner. You have the Page of Cups here, so that's a younger water sign coming back around, or there's a water sign coming back around. So like, if he's not willing to be exclusive, and y'all wasn't supposed to be exclusive, then you got to take a step back and you got to look at yourself and say, okay, why did I all of a sudden make myself exclusive to this person? When our agreement was that we would, remember we talked about this in the reading? I definitely remember this shit. And I know you don't give a fuck. And I know you don't want it. I get that. But remember we talked about friends with benefits. Remember I did a whole read about the shit. And I did the read because remember I was like, this is how people will attach to your energy. They'll try to act like the friends with benefits shit is just like some cool shit. And then that's how they just kind of stick or fuck around. Now, Scorpios, they die every 3 days. So the good thing with them is they can't haunt you like other signs can. You know what I'm saying? But if you have Scorpio too, you literally could be like, okay, what the fuck is to you? And that kind of like pokes at you a little bit. I would say with whatever new is coming in, he's gonna get the fuck on. He's the fuck out of the way, or he's moving on. Which, it looks to me like that's just who he is. He's a fucking asshole. I mean, we all know how Scorpios are. Like, they're fucking dicks. But that don't mean that he don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean that you want him to care, but I feel like when it comes to you and your part in this, I would really want you to sit down and look up just that component. If we say we're exclusive, then we're exclusive. But if we are fucking and we're friends with benefits, like y'all say, then why the fuck did you create exclusivity in a situation of friends with benefits? This is right. So when I walked in, that's what I told you. I was like a reality check. Like, I really want this? I never did. So that's why I'm choosing to leave. I'm not mad or anything. I know you're not, but I'm not. Okay, so we're scratching the relationship, right? We scratching him the fuck out. We talking about evolution, because you got Leo in your chart, right? It says he's telling me how he wants to marry me in the future when he's ready. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, all Leos, like, y'all rule marriage. A nigga gonna want to marry y'all regardless, so that's out. And he was honest. I mean, I know that shit sound weird, but like, I would rather a motherfucker react and do shit how he's doing the shit, which is why I'm really thinking that he does have a lot of maturity, because he's actually telling you and showing you. You might not be okay with the shit, but like, you know, coming from coming from a background where you deal with motherfuckers that are athletes and shit like that, athletic niggas in the NBA, NFL, soccer, MLB, all that shit, overseas players, that's their lifestyle. So like when they say shit like, oh well, it's platonic or it's monogamous or whatever the fuck the word is, you gotta believe them. Scorpios are the main people you believe that shit with. And you have Scorpio in your chart, which is why you're okay with it. But I'm saying for you, like, how is it you missed, you see what I'm saying? How'd you miss the beginning of that? It says, right, I get it, but it's ultimately not what I want. So that's why I had the Cairo and just told him, you know what, it's actually not what I want. Right. I think it's gonna take like a minute for you to kind of like sit still and really think on this. You know what I mean? Because I think we're in the middle line of the shit right now. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like in about a week or so, I think you'll understand what I'm trying to say here. Like, I say about a week and a half, you'll understand what I'm trying to say here. And I think the point of what I'm trying to say is he's being honest and genuine. And then you were accepting him being honest and genuine. But your beginning of what you're looking at was accepting. It wasn't what you want. Do that make sense? It's accepting. It's not what you want. So you have to go back now and you have to say to yourself, okay, like, why the fuck did I accept it in the first place? Because even though you're okay with it and you're okay with it now, you don't want in the future you get a husband and he's the same way because you have Leo in your chart. So this means that you only can deal with a certain type of man. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately the men that you're meeting are going to be extreme either masculines, which y'all know how I feel about the gender swap of roles. Like, if he's extremely feminine, then you're going to think he's gay and you ain't going to like him. But if he's extremely masculine, he's going to be mannish. Remember I always told you, like, you remind me of like an NFL wife, but that's a lot of shit you got to deal with that. It says, that's why I took the time to have the convo with him, because I know I accepted it. I know you accepted it. I get it. I know that part, but I'm saying we're in a portal, so like the internal pieces, it'll make sense in a week. That's as far as I can. I don't know another way to explain it because I got a fucking Gemini moon, but like, it'll make sense in a week. I promise you it will. And your number is still high, so it, you know, it's not really, it hasn't affected you, and he's not on your energy, and he's not bothering you. I just think that it's just one of those things where you say to yourself, like, you mentally, you got to wash that out with that. The beginning of whatever the fuck this was, you have to wash that out. And then you say to yourself, because now you say, Capricorn is here. So this is the same energy. It's literally, it's 9 people swapping energy, starting from the original. You see what I'm saying? They're literally using the same tactic. That's what I mean. But when you look at it, you're gonna be like, oh shit. And then your husband comes around. That's when your husband comes in. See what I'm saying? I couldn't make this shit up if I wanted to. That's when he take over. But again, you may be dealing with a masculine. Like, I'm thinking like heavy, like a Leo. Like, that's a whole different motherfucking nigga. Or an Aries. That's a whole different type of nigga. Where they not trying to have that conversation with you. You like, bitch, you ain't gonna talk about it? Like, no. At least he said something about it, and he, you know, and he probably confused too, because he's like, wait, what the fuck did I do wrong? You know what I mean? But it's really the type of nigga you want. Like, it's the type of nigga you want. Like, it sound bad, it look bad, and I know you like, bitch, what? Like, he's the type of nigga you want. That's the person that you want. Not maybe him, but the energy of who he is. That's what you want, nigga. You want someone that's going to be upfront and fucking honest. Now you might want to beat a bitch ass because the bitch is in your and like think about Mariah the Scientist and motherfucking Young Thug. Like I know it sounds weird to give them as an example, but like he do shit so much in her face that she can't argue the shit, and that's why she can't get mad at the shit. But now that he's not doing shit at all, you know where the fuck the context is of where it's coming from. And most people be like, oh no, hell no, I'm not dealing with no nigga like that. Then a nigga gonna do the shit behind your back, cause that's who the fuck he is. And there ain't no such thing as a nigga that just don't do shit. It's not an option. There are good niggas in the world, but they still wander. The best nigga in the world is an honest nigga. Because he gonna tell you about the shit that he got going on before he put you involved in this bullshit. And you might not believe him. You might think you could change him. You might think that, you know, such a situation will make him, you know, do something different. But like, it don't. It just makes him realize that you have shit to work on because you're accepting him for who he is and he's upfront with you, but you're thinking something different, which means you have to work on the beginning of self, of why you thought that it could be something different. Do that make sense? And I'm saying that from my own experience because I did the same shit. But after that, it's just niggas on after nigga after nigga. Like you only getting into a bigger pinnacle. Like you only gonna get bigger. You won't change the type of man you meet now. You're gonna keep meeting more and more men that are more masculine, more money, more opportunity, more travel. Now you dealing with niggas that they might take you out of the fucking country and spin a bag on your ass. 5 bands, 6 bands, 8 bands. And then tell you, okay, well, I'm about to go home and if I have some shit to do, I'm supposed to be having this shorty come over. You gonna be like, what the fuck? You should be all right. Well, until that nigga either want to be with you or it's just not some shit you can handle. Then you gotta be like, all right, well, I don't want no nigga like that. But niggas with time ain't got no money and niggas with money ain't got no time. Like that's just how it is. And there's no happy medium in between. A bitch that give you everything don't have nothing. They don't have no excitement or fun. They're not fun. A woman that don't really love a nigga, she's boring. Because she's looking at him all day. I hope this makes sense. I really do. It'll make sense in a week. I'm sure it will. I'm positive. I hope that helps. I hope that helped. It says yes, it does. Period. It says I wish I realized the value in the fact that January Capricorn honesty with me years ago. Yeah, like I see it now. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Like she's in a really good fucking situation. Like she's in a great. Like I love when I see God working. Like I love it because it's like when He's educating us and He's showing us stuff with our own eyes. We know we in there. Like we know we in there. And I know what me and her have talked about over the years of like what she wants. It's like she's damn near there. Like I'll be in front row. You can sit in this thing. I'll be in front row. My feet kicked up. Okay? I'll be in the wedding. Y'all got me fucked up. I'll be the tallest bitch up in there, but I'll be in the wedding. And now, and you know what I'm gonna tell her? As soon as we make our first toast, I'm like, I told you. Your first toast at the wedding, watch. I'm like, I told you. I specified this. But clear his ass out your energy. He ain't it any fucking way. But you are a blessed woman. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all so goddamn blessed. Then I met this Gemini. He had Cancer Moon, Leo rising, Aries Venus. Ooh. I like that. I think that chart is okay. And I told you that your husband will have Leo in his chart. Scorpio and Aries are hella compatible. Taurus and Aries are very compatible. A woman's moon sign has to be compatible with his rising sign. I don't see that he's controlling. I think you should do a read on him. I really do. I think you should do a read on him. I don't feel like his chart is bad. Oh, thank you. Just like 30 seconds. It says he's pretty dope. I'm trying to tell you. Is he younger or older than you? Yeah, can we? If you want to do it right now, yeah. Before I jump over to Kit. I like his chart. And you know, I dated many Cancer moon men, and one thing about Cancer moon men, I don't know what the fuck it is. They are infatuated with Libras. They fucking love us. Tauruses, like they like the Empress in general. It's like some shit that they like know about the moon, like we're the sun. You know what I'm saying? And remember, I just said that in my last reading, which got flagged. I don't know if you've seen it, but I kept talking about how they said Leo was first, but Libra was first. And I feel like if Libra is first and Leo is second, then Leo is the sun, right? And Cancer is the moon. But to have moon in Cancer as a male, yeah, it's like Cancer moon women. Cancer moon women love Libras. They rock with us heavy. Like, I think that shit raw. Oh, thank you. Okay. Bet. All right. I'm about to do a reading for him. I think he's nice. Is he younger or is he older? Because I'm not getting YN energy from him. Is he younger or older? I mean, he might be coming off young because he's a Gemini. And I do feel like Gemini men have a tendency of showing up as youthful energy. Is he younger or older? 33. Is that older than you or younger than you? Like a year? And you know what's crazy? People think that I'm crazy, but I always felt like the number 33 means something. I believe that was like God's year. That was like God's year. Or his age or something. It was 33 was very relevant in a lot of like the Bibles in the past. I like that number. And it's like he's meeting you at a time in his life where he's a 33. That's also the highest degree of masonry, a 33rd. Is he a Mason? Or is his family Masons? Ask him in the future. And what's his ethnicity? That nigga funny as hell. I like his energy. I was about to say, yeah, there he is. I told you his moon sign. Bro, what's crazy is motherfuckers be knowing I can't be on this bitch capping because look at the cars. And y'all watching these bitches fall out. I said in the beginning, his fucking moon sign is attracted to you like a motherfucker. The first thing that came out here was his moon sign. He got a bitch out. He got a bitch that's bitter about him. He was dating an Aries female. His last girlfriend was an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. And she still don't know where they stand. They could have went from like a family type of environment to being imbalanced. But, I mean, that's whatever. Yeah, and she's in reverse. Okay, so it's a fire sign though around him for sure. It's an Aries. Yeah, they're fighting right now, or they're into it right now. There's some sort of disagreement. What's this? I don't know. He's black. Okay, he's so funny, bro. I love that shit. We be laughing so damn much. He's definitely raw as fuck. He's definitely a good vibe. Very protective. Very alert. Very attentive. Very calm. He loved the fuck out of it. He in love with you already. Yeah, I was about to say that, but he got somebody around here. It's like he can't give you something completely, or he's gonna try to hurry up and close something out. But he feel like your energy is amazing. All right. She not as cute. But he's not sure. Okay. He feel like he could make money with you. He could build with you. He like you. He's infatuated already. But he don't have no structure when it comes to this. Do he got kids or some shit? Do we got kids? Like who's the broad? Like it's always a bitch. Remember I said that it's always a hoe lurking around, or it's always a bitch around. Like there's a fire sign. She's just sitting here. So this must be like an ex that he always. I told you it's an ex that he always go back to. It's either an Aries, an Aquarius, or a Capricorn. It's one of those two. Do you know what the zodiac was of his ex? See? I feel like she ruined everything, but she won't be able to ruin this. I do feel like she will try to come into the picture and create some sort of problems, but I feel like she won't be able to change anything because the love is too big. I feel like love prevails. I kept saying that in the reading. Love prevails. Love blocks all. He's an environmental scientist. No, I don't know. That's wrong. That Aries Venus is fucking golden. Like that's the best Venus sign that a man can have. No bullshit. To love like a masculine like that, which remember, we just talked about that shit. We just talked about this with your frequency read. So if this is the type of person where you get along with, you love the fuck out of this nigga, your energy is just amazing. And he tell you like he just has a problem. Like not a problem like he's an addict or no shit like that, but he just has a problem where he like maybe he can't get rid of this bitch, or maybe this bitch is a part of something that he built, or maybe she's, something, It's like, would you willing to throw all of the genuine energy and love and marriage and shit out of the window because he has some sort of tie and connection to this person? Maybe it's a best friend or a relative, or it's a female here for sure. I don't know if it's his mom, but there's a female here for sure. And while she might not be formally, she's not formally introduced, she's not going anywhere. I'm going to say Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for sure. And he's in debt to her. He's in debt to her. So, I mean, the conversation will come out, or you could have the conversation, just, I mean, he's a Gemini. You could be very open and transparent with him. Just say, hey, I forgot to ask you about, like, if you had any, exes or any other girlfriend. After you answer that, are you and your mom really close? I'm just trying to see how you learn how to treat a lady. You know what I'm saying? Just throw it out there like it's a good thing. And also pick from pride for information about like who he's fucking. You know what I'm saying? Or he was fucking. Like, cause he was fucking. I can tell you that right now. He was fucking. And he's the type of nigga where he's gonna be fucking. A lot, actually. He wake up like that. So, yeah, he be fucking. But I just feel like he wouldn't have stability, or he wouldn't have something if it wasn't for this person. Or this person might do like a lot of threatening shit. Like they might always threaten suicide, or they might threaten like, you know what I'm saying, that something is going to happen if they don't come around, and then they always end up going back to this person and sleeping with this person. Like it's sexually related, but I'm also getting mental health issues because the Pentacles is mental health issues. Mental health issues. Mental health issues. They keep saying that shit. Mental health issues. Mental health issues. I don't know who the fuck got the mental health issue, but he definitely could be a husband of yours. But there is someone here that has a mental health issue. See? Because that's him, and she's holding this. And then there's a mental health issue in between. Ask the hard questions. Ask the hard questions. This nigga very well could be your husband. He has the King of Cups. Ask the hard questions. He feel like you a boss too. He gonna end up buying you something big. He'll end up buying you something big. It'll probably cost anywhere between $7,000 and $20,000. But it's funny as fuck. Because I just said this. Didn't I? I just said this, right? I just said it's good that you met the Scorpio because now that you met him, you're going to upgrade to a different type of dude. And a different type of dude is going to be bigger. He's going to be able to provide more. And he's going to be able to spoil you. But you're going to have to get used to certain capacities of how he is. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. Very, very tender though. Like that nigga emotional as hell. Extremely emotional. Why he like that, I don't know. He could have been raised by his mother, but that don't really mean shit. Maybe it's his little sister. He could have a little sister or somebody. But he's very protective and very loving. Very calm, but I keep hearing mental health issues. Mental health issue. So our Tenderloin Steak, you funny as hell. He's very tender. He was raised by his grandmother, but she just passed away a few months ago. Where's mom go? You know where's mom at? His mom's still here. He tells me all about her and how much he took care of him. And taught him to take care of himself. But he was raised by his grandma. Okay. I say ask the hard questions. He definitely showing up as the King of Cups. He don't look bad to me, but they never start out looking bad to me. But mental health issues is in there. And you can't bypass that card. Like, I don't give a fuck type of person, none of that shit. You cannot bypass that card. Like, if mental health issues is in there, you need to ask, you need to ask the hard questions. Because it don't necessarily have to be him that got the mental health issue. It could be an old bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like his old girl. Or somebody he's connected to. Some shit like that. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Mental health. I don't know why the fuck they keep saying that shit. That shit actually starting to piss me off. Because I don't know what the fuck they mean. Okay, I'll ask more. Yeah. Dig more into the ex. Some shit off. With her ass. Or whoever the fire sign is it Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius? She seems like a fucking lunatic. Because it ain't his mama. And his granny ain't here, so... And Cancer men always come with fucking Cancer moon men always come with fucking stalkers because they stalk the people that they like and then they go missing and then the person come back stalking their ass. You know what I'm saying? So just something to think about. You're welcome, Steve. All right, let's see. Okay. You can ask me your question, Steve. Wait, where'd Monica go? Is she still here? Because Lord knows. Yo, let me know if you sent, okay? And then Lika, I know you sent, right? Okay. Same cash app, reading frequency. Okay, cool. You're welcome. Let me tell you something. If I write all this shit and then mine just pop up, I'm gonna fall out this chair. Because baby, listen. How she do this shit? It's insane to me. All right, boom. All right, it says Sage not safe. Oh wait, what about the energy you asked if that color that is Sage not safe? Describe. And spiritual whenever it comes out, okay? See, me up here right now just sitting at the table. Girl, she want a reaction out of you. And now I'll be in there playing with my baby. When she's sitting in your house, sitting at the table. Because he ain't going to her house. When I walked past her ass, I almost punched her and blacked out. I mean, why? You in the house. That bitch gotta go home in a minute. She gotta get conjugal visits. you can crack whatever you want to. Look at her up so high. Don't get on her ass. Look what she gotta do. Look what she gotta do. And look what you don't have to do. Breathe and ignore. There's a sense that is why I'm asking. He has been. Oh, okay. So you're saying I just to sedge around. Yeah. I know what you're trying to say. Oh, I thought you were saying like, oh, the sedge showed up in the reading. Or somebody trying to spin the block. Oh, I see what you're saying now. In my last reading, the Temperance was the first card that came up. I mean, they're saying they got love for you for sure, but they don't feel like they could be in a relationship with you. They got love for you for sure, but they like, okay, it can't be a relationship unless something changed with the Death card. I mean, the World card to me is magic. I feel like she has 2 candles in her hand. It says he's been around and you asked last read. Yeah, I know. I remember that. I mean, I feel like something is complete on your half, though. Like, I feel like you're the person that keeps closing something out. Even though something keeps coming back around full circle, I feel like you're ignoring it or you're leaving it where it is. Or you're not paying it any mind or you don't want to pay it any mind. Queen of Wands. I said this though. I said, God damn it, Mono. You see me with my ass out here. I see with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups, like, you know, I always say, like, you know, when people be in relationships, you be sensing people energy around you everywhere you go, right? I feel like this is his energy. Like, his energy is like he's sensing your energy around him everywhere he go. Like, he acting like the nigga that was involved in the breakup. Like, you know when women, they get done dirty and they just can't let the nigga energy go? He acting like he was done dirty and he just can't let your energy go. Real weirdo shit. Yeah, see what I'm saying? And he ain't trying to either. Y'all must used to have some intellectual conversations, or you were the person trying to constantly make him rethink situations. Like, he must have been going through some shit and you was trying to explain shit to him how shit should really be. And like, he probably wasn't trying to hear you at the time, but like now he thinking back on shit that you said. And he's like, man, like, you know, you could have really been the one, or you really was the one. But like, he feel like that shit dead, like, on your behalf. Like, he don't feel like that had nothing to do with him. He basically saying like, no, like, you know, I will fuck with you, but like, the situations is changed. It's different. Like, maybe he's unstable now, or he feel like, you know, you constantly mention about kicking him to the curb, or maybe when you're not married or some shit. Yeah, justice in reverse. They feel like you married, or they know you married, or they consider you to be married. He's the one before me and Aries that got old girl pregnant. We did tell each other. Yeah, like, I mean, a baby don't really constitute a motherfucker staying with the person. You know how many niggas have kids and they don't end up with the bitch they had kids by? And I feel like you left him for that shit, and he probably he just never let that shit down. But he still fuck with you. I mean, you probably already know that, because they're not together no more. I just said that. And it ain't no dirty shit. It was like that. It was a good part. It was like, okay, well, just don't work. Just ain't work. It wasn't because of you. It wasn't because of nothing. It was him. So whatever his fate and karma is, that's on him. No got shit to do with you. See what I'm saying? But spiritually, I do feel like he's been lingering around your energy. He still is. I mean, that's the four of swords is lingering. You got the two of wands. Like, where in the world are you? What are you doing now? Like, you see what I'm saying? And if you ask him to, he would come to you. He's literally sending you messages through the ethers. The four of swords is the ethers. The six with the two of wands is the eight of wands. That's a communication card. Communication of love from a distance. I mean, that's probably why you feel his energy so heavy. You rejecting the shit, though. You're like, man, fuck you. Hell no. You like, bro, don't you take another fucking step. I'm focusing on other shit. Yeah, see? They know you can't fuck with them right now. They like, man, I know you don't want to talk to me right now. I know you don't want to be with me right now. But like, just so you know, I'm not going anywhere. Like, they always gonna be there. It says, and we were sleeping together. He left talking to me. Then why he come and go? He was in a relationship. He the one before. It says that's how we used to communicate until he cut that cord. And I thought I was gonna die. Like, someone reached out. No, literally. I feel like y'all have a really good bond. I don't know where you have Aries, but you must be the person that's carrying the Aries energy, because he's carrying the Sag energy. Because Aries and Sag, they have an unhumane connection. It's just like Libras and Scorpios. Like, they have an unhumane connection. Like, it's shit that you can't explain with them motherfuckers that Libras have with them niggas. Like, it's weird. It's and Aries too. Libra and Aries have that same energy too. Moon. Yeah, hell yeah. So y'all can talk through telepathy. You could be laying in your bed holding a conversation with him in your head, and he's literally holding a conversation back. Or people be thinking that shit ain't possible. It's a fucking lie. Because how do you think that gods used to communicate with each other about where to meet? I definitely feel like he's around. But I think you already know that. Let me see what else is coming out here. Yeah. They telling you don't wreck your brain about it. Like, I feel like you getting back, you going from the Eight of Wands, which is like pretty deep in thought, to the Strength card. So I feel like you about to have a conversation again. Somebody wants to be a husband now. So I feel like you having another love conversation because he got the King of Cups is it's probably your Aries, and then the Ace of Cups is you, so that's the Two of Cups again. So somebody about to come back around and have a good conversation about how they can fix something because they can tell that justice is in reverse. Yeah, see, it's Aries Virgo. I feel like somebody was really confused trying to think about what to do, but they circling back or coming back around to have a good conversation because they feel like, you not budging. The Chariot is like saying like you not budging, so they gonna come get you. See what I'm saying? They gonna come to you, whether that be about marriage or just being truthful to themselves about the things that they have been hiding. The Moon. It's showing up very, 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 very heavy that he do want to fix it. Like that I will give them. I feel like they do want to fix it, or they do want to do right, or they do want to have good conversation, or they do want to. They do. Shit. What's the other person here? Oh, that's you. Again? All right. So whatever is coming out again too, this could be court. I feel like you saying you're not paying another motherfucker another dime, period. Because I feel like you feel like you paying for bullshit or you paying for immaturity. You like, if I paid you, or if I'm paying you, why the fuck are you acting childish? So this could be literally like this could be your attorney. Somebody's like, okay, well, I don't want to walk away from this, or I don't want to leave this like this. But you like, okay, bitch, how the fuck you don't want to leave this like this, but you not communicate. So you about to get a big break. The Ace of Wands to me in any situation is like a big break. It's like a breakthrough. I told you something is finalized, or you're gaining control of a situation. Now this could be a person. They could not want to fight no more. But I feel like there is some control here, or something new, or somebody new coming in here that's going against these 5 people. Maybe it's 5 corrupt motherfuckers, and this one person's, wand is going against all 5 of these motherfuckers. He's putting people in their place. It's a cleanup man. I knew that. See, I feel like there's some big people honing in on some bad people. Yeah, see, in regards to you, the Empress. So like a lot of burden that's sitting here is about to be resolved. You're gonna get confirmation of this on the 3rd. That's tomorrow. You get confirmation of this tomorrow. I feel like it's some corrupt individuals. I really do. I feel like it was a whole bunch of corrupt motherfuckers, because the 5 of Wands with the 10 of Wands is still the 5 of Wands. So even though somebody comes in and tries to straighten out authority with the 5 of Wands, when they put their shit down, there's still 5 more over here. So they playing nice because these 2 people are watching. They working hard because these 2 people are watching, but they really ain't working at all, because once these 2 people stop watching, they still got the 5 of Wands. They playing in somebody's face. And because of that, these people on their ass. I told you. Watch, you about to get some good fucking news. I can promise you that shit. You about to get some really good fucking news. Somebody like, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that, or I'm sorry that happened, or like it's something like that. Like, I would, if I were you though, once you get this, I would not go back. What did it say? Do not. Do not go back. Like, don't go back and forth. Don't. When you are done with whatever this is, just let it be what the fuck it is. Because if you end up just doing the opposite, you're going to be pissed. You're going to be pissed. You'll be pissed. So just think about that. Yeah. Like, if you got something here, just let it be that. You just accept the shit, close the shit out. It don't have to be clean. You don't need no structure. You don't need nothing. Just take what the fuck they give you. It's done. Do not spin fuck back and be like, okay, now, bitch, I'm about to sue the life out your motherfucking ass. Do not. It says, wait, what you mean let it be? I feel like you're going to win something here. If this is your court case and they close this bitch or they dismiss it, do not try to go back and sue these people. Do not. Just let them do what the fuck they gonna do. Yeah. Let me do your frequency real quick. They about to give you something. Because they ready. It's a group of these niggas. It's like 5 niggas. They all corrupt. And then you got another man around. I don't know who the fuck he is. He could be an air sign or a water sign. It's like nobody really just want to just mind their fucking business no more. It's for real. Damn, the fuck they won't stop then because they can't. It's just like that Nolan Wells case. It's just like Nolan Wells case. Once you end that shit and you start covering shit up, well, now you got more people involved. The more people that's cleaning up shit for them people, the more jobs that gonna be lost. So we just gotta keep following up the fucking food chain until somebody stop it. Because it's too deep now. It's too many people involved now. It's too much corruption. The higher the food chain they go, the more people get involved to clean it up, the more people are at stake. The more people are at stake, the more people gonna cover their ass. That's how it works. These motherfuckers are climbing the food chain, whether you know it or not. They up there. They're high up there. High up there. It's up there. Told you. Same for damn cars almost. You about to get closure to a situation, a scenario. I told you. Star card. Bro, I'm never wrong. There's an offer on the table. It's going to look very unorthodox. It's going to look very fucked up. But these people, they're ready to move the fuck on. 7 minus the ace is the 6 of fucking swords. The 6 of swords in reverse is like, they can't move on for as long as this shit is sitting here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you my real name and DM my IG. Look at that last arrest up. It's bullshit though. It's insane the way it was blasted. It's because they didn't have shit. Trust me, coming from a juvenile at the time, they used to plaster my motherfucking face all over the internet. Facebook wasn't a big thing back then. It was just coming in, and the police weren't on it as they are now. But yeah, they used to every time, and I was a juvenile. Like, I remember they tried to put an arrest warrant out for my motherfucking ass. Remember I told y'all I was involved in a RICO. They tried to scare me and throw me in the Fed joint, all that bullshit. Like, they'll do anything if it helps their numbers in re-election and all that other bullshit. But more importantly, they need arrest numbers. They just can't be having motherfuckers just do the most, so they use you as the poster child for that shit. To prove that they out here solving fucking crime. See what I'm saying? But it ain't no justice in that. They regret that shit every fucking day. And it says, I've never had any of the other arrests publicly announced. Right. It's because they're trying to show you their ass to kiss. And you actually can have that shit taken down. You can literally go to the marketing department of the police department and have it taken down. Go to ChatGPT and tell them the legal jargon to tell them to remove the post from their site. If you ever wanted to sue them, you could. You want to know why? Because you're innocent until proven guilty. So for them to post you for a charge that you have not been convicted of yet is actually defamation of fucking character. Because you were never brought to the offense of the charge. You have not been found guilty. The charge is not on your record. So you actually could have them take that shit the fuck down. It's on you how you want to handle it. Dedicate some time to the shit. What you don't like, you can always fix. They just humans. I mean, what the fuck what can they do? Your number is high though, very high, which is kind of scary. Your number is 1232. But I feel like that's because you're taking your energy back because you're getting resolution to a problem. You got some really big news coming in tomorrow. Whether that be a conversation with your bookie butt and he want to change shit around, or some heads are rolling on the 3rd and you'll hear about a resolution to a problem shortly after. It looks like it's about to start fucking storming out in this motherfucker. I don't know why they keep not telling us. Because I've been fighting this bullshit for 6 fucking years. No, I know. And they already called them 2 niggas in now. I told you this. When I first met you, I was like, bro, it's some people that was supposed to get involved that was major as fuck. And when them people get involved, it ain't shit that they gonna be able to do about it. That's like the DEA getting involved in a local precinct case. They off the case. The DEA and the feds override every fucking thing. And the Supreme override the feds. And the what's it called? The appellate overrides the Supreme. And then the Congress overrides the appellate. And the president overrides the Congress. That's why he can do a pardon. So, write the president. It's supposed to be it looks like it's gonna be a bad storm out here, y'all. So, yeah, as y'all can hear. Just an FYI. All right, let's see. I hope that helps. 1, 2, 3, 2. All right, let's see. This for hubby. It's something forming over the fucking ocean. I keep saying that shit. Nobody wants to hear me out. I feel like they're letting out aliens in the fucking ocean. I do not drink like that. I took a shot the other day, but I don't drink constantly and I don't do drugs. So it's something forming over the ocean. I feel like they're dropping aliens off in some sort of port or hole in the middle of the ocean. It's the same fucking cloud that has been sitting in the middle of the fucking ocean out here for the last fucking 7 fucking days. And nobody is talking about it. Ain't nobody reporting it. Ain't nobody saying shit. It's just the same circular fucking cloud. And the rain is not even regular rain. You don't hear how that shit sound? That's not real rain. That's like water and mist being circled around in a fucking circle. It's like if you washing shit in a washing machine. Because it's spinning, it's flying everywhere. Do that make sense? I'm never wrong. It's also not real lightning either. Because they used to call me Storm a long time ago when I was little. Because when I used to get pissed off, it would rain. Or it would thunder. Or I would flicker lights. Or the lights would shut off. This is a true fucking story. I could call people in here and they'll tell you. And little person has the same shit. Because we got her ears pierced and she shut down the whole fucking mall lights. True story. Moral of the story. I can feel when a storm is coming. That's how I know when shit's forming in the ocean, because I can feel it. It's like a feeling I get in my stomach. Like the 2 hurricanes that's in there right now, they're not real hurricanes. They're man-made hurricanes. They're trying to make them into hurricanes and they keep failing because their technology is bad, because the aliens are down there and they like, what the fuck are you doing down here fucking up shit? And we're down here trying to fuck up some shit. Nobody asked you to come down here. They eat their technology and they got to start that shit all over. But whatever the fuck is forming by like the 17th or the 18th of August, that's a real storm. That's a real storm. Just something to think about. Whatever the fuck they say on the 16th, 17th, 18th, take that shit serious. That's a real storm. All right. It's for my hubby. Period. Hubby said he trying to walk around naked. He said he's trying to walk around naked. Okay. But I feel like there's like a new beginning here in regards to like just, now this could be your love life. Now you could be just talking to somebody casually and telling somebody, now you might not say this to the person, but like the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, so you might feel like somebody's ugly now. You're like, are you ugly to me now? Like, you know, no disrespect, no bad blood, no none of that, but like, I'm just tired of the back and forth effect and I'm tired of the bullshit. You also gonna be tired of the 5 of Cups. You like, okay, well, I'm just kind of tired of feeling any fucking thing now. So I feel like you're going back to the Lovers, and you going back to the 10 of Swords. You just like, I want a new beginning, and I'm tired of dealing with like the bullshit. Like, I feel like you're ready to build a home. That could be marriage. My phone about to die, man. Can someone record it and throw it my way? I will put it in a link and I will send you the link. If that makes sense. But I definitely feel like, when it comes to conversations in matters of the work or in matters of work, you are making the right choices. Somebody here, they really need help really bad. So I feel like they're going to ask you to help them out some. It's a new beginning when it comes to like happiness, money, home, life, security. As long as you don't really deal with whatever the fuck this is over here, because I feel like they don't want it. And you have the opportunity to meet somebody that you are actually going to marry or end up in a relationship with. See what I'm saying? You got marriage card twice here. Now, it could be a Taurus, but I'm getting like, it's definitely somebody here that very knowledgeable, wise woman, a good woman. Like, the Queen of Pentacles to me is a person that creates a home. So, and the Hierophant is marriage. So I feel like this is somebody that you could potentially marry. So you will not be alone for long or something. You got Judgment in reverse and Nine of Cups in reverse. Maybe you can't live without somebody to the point where you start talking about marriage to lock them the fuck in because you don't want to deal with that no more. But they telling you that you have all the elements now on the table to move forward with a situation in a scenario. Yeah, husband. You got like 3 husband cards. You got the four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. That's yeah, and the Ace of Cups. Damn. So you meeting somebody that you're gonna be head over heels in love with. Like, that shit raw. I feel like this is dope. They structured, told you. A lot of common sense. They don't walk away so easy. You may travel the world with this person. They seem to be very calm. Very collected. Respectful. I just feel like they might get in their head a lot. It could be an Aquarius. Or it could be an Aries. Or it could be a Pisces. But whoever the fuck the woman is, she could be a Libra. I feel like she's a lucky duck or a Taurus. She's a lucky duck. Told you, she bringing you money. This girl is good luck. She's very good luck. Now, if this is your homeboy, it could be his wife. She seems very invested in her dude. And because she's invested in her dude, she puts a lot of time into him and what he does. And that brings y'all money. And maybe she introduced you to her homegirl. But there's some intros here for sure. Told you. Something that was once slow pace is picking up fast. And like I said, whoever she is, she's fucking honest. She's honest. And I'm talking about she's on it. She gonna tell you the truth. If she don't tell you shit up. All right, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Your number is 1217. 1217. All right, Lika, I'm ready for you. Hey, bud. All right, let's see. She talking about something. So, I feel like I'm doing great. I ain't slapped nobody's heels. I'm doing well. You're doing great, my love. You're doing wonderful. All right, let's see. See, I about hit that girl. I wouldn't. They want you to act a fucking fool. They want you to act a fool real bad. Because if you act a fool, it make you look like the crazy one. See what I'm saying? I'm hearing that song, We Are Never, Ever, Ever Getting Back Together. She about to cause some problems. That's why they having a sit down. You know, I'm Italian, baby. That sit down means something in real life, you know, like it's a real thing spiritually. Even God had to sit down. That was the, you know, that was Last Supper. It says she lucky she had the baby in her hand. Yeah, real respect for you. Because I'd have knocked her and that nigga out. She'd have fell on the floor and he would have too, okay? But you're not like me, so be a better person. I mean, I'm saying that to say it ain't even no point in all of that shit. You got the nigga. And they never getting back together. And she know that shit and he know that shit. Like, I feel like everything actually is moving great in your direction. It's moving great in the direction for you. You have the 10 of cups here. The happy family, the happy life, the happy wife. Like, you have the 10 of cups. The 10 of cups is the kids playing, and that's your child and his child. And then y'all two in the house. So he just making shit right with what he need to make shit right with. I respect his ass for this shit. I really do. What it mean? Cause she was talking about her night out. I didn't want to hear her like, I don't feel like that. My adrenaline was just rushing so bad. I wanted to make a point because she always saying she gonna do something, bitch. You ain't gonna do shit. If she was gonna do something, she did it already. One thing about crazy people, they don't give a fuck about the situation or cause. They don't give a fuck about who's there. You ain't never seen motherfuckers tweak the fuck out and the police be right there. I've watched niggas crash out in front of the police. Like, nigga, your number one job is to make sure the police cannot prove what the fuck you did. And they crash out in front of the police, so the police are the people that prove what the fuck they did. That's how you know a lunatic. She ain't fucking crazy. And I'm glad you ain't either. Like, you got the 10 of cups here. She out your way. She don't have a leg to stand on. She's literally the fuck going and ignoring, like, that's you. You doing that shit. Look, this is you. King of Wands is your energy. It could also be your hubby. But, like, she's ignoring you. She don't want no smoke. She don't give a fuck. I keep trying to tell you that. This is what we see in my way. I'm trying to tell you. See what I'm saying? And there you are. Y'all both on her and she not bothering y'all. This the one time I can actually say she not fucking with y'all. She on to something else. I bullshit you not. That nigga about to be, he might not give a fuck now, but all niggas that got kids with a bitch, I told you, they always care who the fuck the baby mama fucking. I don't know why, but they do. And then it's always about who the fuck around they kids. But at first, they don't give a fuck. They don't care to wonder what the fuck you're doing. And you're the enemy and you're in the way and yada, 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 yada. Until you get a nigga. Then all of a sudden, it's about the baby. It's about the baby. It says, well, it says, because I feel like he on weird shit, so I'm not wrong. I mean, he trying to figure out what the fuck she doing. For sure, he trying to figure out what the fuck she doing. Because he could tell that the foundation of their relationship is changing. He can feel it. He trying to figure out, do she got another nigga? Do she got some other shit going on? Like, do he want her? No. This is just, when y'all realize what men are, y'all will quickly realize that the shit that they do is frivolous as fuck. A man don't chase you down because he want to be back with you. He don't chase you down because he loves the fuck out of you. And he just can't fathom being without you. He chase you the fuck down to see if you found something better than him. And if you did, it's in his mannish nature to prove that he's a better person. To prove no one else has to raise his kid. And he can do it on his own. He don't give a fuck about her. He would never fuck her again. He doesn't care shit about her. It's men on men. Which is why I say I'm convinced that men want other men. Because they do shit for other men. Well, then he can figure out what I'm doing too, because I've been feeling like leaving his ass alone for real. Like, I don't know if I'm just going through something or if I really am starting to feel different. I feel like you're going through postpartum. Because y'all be letting these niggas stress y'all the fuck out to the point where they are part of y'all whole decision-making process. Y'all can't even fucking think well because y'all thinking for the nigga and thinking of the nigga. Everything is about the fucking nigga. What about you? Like, before you had King, it was about him. It was about her. You didn't even fucking enjoy your pregnancy because it's about him. It's about her. Now that you done had the baby, it's still about him. It's still about her. When the fuck is it gonna be about you? And that's what you need to do. fuck feeling different. I'm taking my nigga. My nigga gonna watch this baby. Nigga, while I'm getting myself together and getting y'all bitches off my energy, you watch your fucking son while I go out. I'ma Uber myself to the mall. I'ma walk around the mall. I'ma get me some food. I'ma chill. If I got a homegirl, I'ma tell my homegirl, hey, meet me at the mall. If she really like that, she'll come meet you. And y'all go out, y'all get some food, y'all go around the mall, y'all talk, y'all chop it up, y'all catch up. If you don't have friends, then you find you a cute little spot and you just go find you a little section by yourself and you just go out and you woosah. Because he ain't making peaceful enough for me. He wanna go against the grain so bad, and all I asked was simple things and for him to not lie. He ain't lying. I told you that. I told you he didn't want the bitch, he don't want the bitch. I told you he didn't cheat, he didn't fuck nobody. Like, him holding the conversation is a must. You ain't gotta deal with no weird ass bitch over your child. Imagine if he had sole custody of your son. You gotta do just about anything to be nice to the bitch to see your fucking son. Cause he hold all the cards in his hands with the visitation. So yeah, you gonna be kind and communicative and kindred and nice because you want to see your kid. He was lying to me and kept doing weird little dumb shit. You keep saying he lied, but what he lie about? Like deleting messages with her and being weird and stuff like that. I mean, she probably was talking crazy about getting back with the nigga. And the least thing he need is for you to see that she trying to get back with the nigga. Because now if it's, oh, she trying to get back with the nigga, is he the motherfucker lying, he on the bullshit. We all know this shit. Them niggas is over. Their saga is fucking done. It ain't shit she could do for him. Page of Pentacles in reverse. That mean he don't see that she has any value to him at all whatsoever. And I hate that for our black community. Because we constantly just make babies and just disappear and leave the mothers as single fucking mothers. But in this case, I support the theory if it's her versus you, I'll pick her. Fuck you talk about. But it's still another child in the home without his father. And he's trying to be present, but she wants to do other shit. So even when a nigga want to win, he can't win because a motherfucker won't let him win because of what the fuck he got. He lied about being in the car with her. He lied in the beginning. He lied about the dynamic of them and how they were. I mean, I get it. But I mean, he also wanted to date you. That's on you too. You can't get mad at him for lying about some shit that you could have got more facts on. You didn't give a fuck about the facts. Cause you didn't challenge him. You can challenge what the fuck going on by you reaching out to the bitch. You could challenge your freedom. I mean, King is here, so you can't challenge your freedom now, but back then you could have made a choice that you didn't even want to have a fucking kid by that nigga. Like, you could have did all of that shit. In the beginning, all of this was a conversation, remember? It started with this from the beginning. It started with our conversations from the beginning. It's like, you can't change the beginning because you didn't change the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So in the middle, because it's not the end, you can't get mad about the beginning because you could have changed the beginning. And the dynamics of the truth come from the beginning. You had the truth in the beginning. He ain't doing shit. If he was, I would tell you. I'd be like, he's a horrible nigga, but he's not doing shit. I said, well, I did that one time. You told me don't do that shit. Right. I mean, you can't wait until you've already conceived a child and then you want to leave. I'm not going to ever advise a woman to be a single mother. Like, hell no. And he's not a bad dude. Make that nigga take care of his kid. Now, why the fuck would you give a nigga an oust? Like, unless he's a bad person. Like, if he's a shitty person, I'm going to say, yeah, bitch, do it by yourself. But he's not a shitty person, so let him raise his fucking kid. That's what it's all. And then now, just like I told you weeks in the past, now we're back at the beginning. In the beginning, I told you this time was for you to make sure you focus on yourself. To make sure you deal with postpartum. Running don't solve shit because you still got a child. So, unless you plan on leaving him behind and then you're a deadbeat mom that just, you know, put your child up for adoption and all type of shit, then I would say it ain't shit you could do. It's not a bad position to be in, if you ask me. Make his ass take care of the kid. Right. I just feel like running off, but I know at the same time, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, it's only when that bitch is around. When her energy is involved and around, you feel like anxiety, nigga. But, like, you might as well go ahead and figure out a way to deal with that bitch energy. Peace, be still. Sit still and figure out how you could be around and with this bitch energy without feeling some type of way about it. The sooner you make peace with some shit, the sooner you'll be able to handle the shit. And that means every fucking time the bitch come around, she ain't sending all your fucking energy into a frenzy. Because right now, every time she come around, she upsets your energy until she the fuck gone. And then you back cool again. But she literally coming around to disrupt your house. Because as soon as she come around, she make you rethink the same shit that you already done thought about. It is what it is. Her being there won't make no fucking difference. You know half of the reason that Caucasian people succeed with their husband and then the husband dealing with the ex-wife and the children is because they understand their relationship. They understand their role. They understand their position. I've been talking about this since the beginning of the reading. They know. They gonna be there. The kids is there. What the fuck they gonna do? You know how many successful men date, marry other women and then have kids by somebody else? He breaking the other bitch off and she don't give a fuck because she got a nigga and she had the kids and he's still around her and they raised the kids and he got a wife and he cracked the wife and if he want to, you know, it's just what it is. It's no biggie. It's gonna move forward regardless. So I hope that helps. I hope that helped. Yo, you can ask me a question, Steve. I love you. Oh, I love you more. You made me calm down again. Yes, breathe. Breathe through your nose. It's not that bad. Shit. The only reason I'm saying this is because I had to argue. Remember I told you I was in a relationship for 17 years. And I jumped right out of that fucking relationship and I got married. Remember? And my ex-husband, who was a Gemini at the time, he could not fathom the fact that the girls, they dad had to come around. Every time the girl's dad had to come around, he would freak the fuck out. He would just pace and be upset and irritated and mad. And if he knew the kids had to get picked up, I was like, bro, I'm not going to keep on dealing with going back and forth between you motherfuckers until finally he snapped. He did. You know how you had them metal concrete signs, the handicap signs that are in the ground? Like, he literally rocked that bitch side to side and fucking snatched that shit out of the fucking ground. with the concrete still attached to that motherfucker. I still can't tell you how that big bitch did that shit. And he threw that motherfucker through my kid's father's truck window. From one end of the shit to the other end of the shit, like a fucking, like Thor. That shit went through the fucking windshield and came out the back truck like a Bronco type truck. Went through the front and came out the back. Tore his whole shit up. He was kicking the side of the fucking truck because he thought, like, well, for real, my kid's father ended up going to jail. And, like, I told his homie because he got picked up in the truck, and so he still, you know what I'm saying? So I told him, like, okay, well, don't touch the shit in the truck. Bring me the truck. So they dropped the truck off to my house. So my ex-husband, he's my ex-husband now, my husband at the time, was like, well, what the fuck is this truck doing here? So me and him was beefing at the time. So he thinking the nigga in the crib the whole time he in jail. So he thinking like, oh, this nigga car parked here in the middle of the night. He's still in the house. He just stayed the night and tweaked the fuck out and told that man shit the fuck up. And before my kid's father got the fuck out of jail, because he's known to tweak the fuck out too, because that bitch was a Pisces, but he was Scorpio and Capricorn, every fucking thing else. I was just like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and get this nigga shit fixed. So I put that shit on the truck bed and sent it to my homeboy. And my homeboy basically redid all of the shit before the nigga was able to bond himself the fuck out because he had so many fucking pending charges. He had to bond the fuck out. And so I told him niggas like, okay, he got about 4 days because he got to put 150 up. So y'all better hurry up and do the shit before he get the fuck out because he going to come up with the 150. I'm not giving him no money, but he's going to come up with the 150. Like, he'll have that shit in a couple days. And sure shit stink, they made that bitch bond. I think it was $172,000. That bitch bonded out in 4 fucking days. And the truck was at his OG crib. And the nigga would not have known about the shit. True fucking story. But the fucking police went to the jail to tell the people, to tell him that his truck got fucked up and asked this nigga if he wanted to press charges against my husband at the time. Mind you, ain't nobody called the fucking police. But they was so big on the shit for the Rico shit. They was just in our fucking business doing any fucking thing. They was trying to talk to him and he wasn't even trying to talk to him like to them so bad so that when they was up there trying to talk to him, the nigga told them he refused the conversation. So they told the warden, or not the warden, whoever the nigga was that was managing the jail, the county nigga or the county clerk nigga, whatever the fuck he was, they told him to go in there and talk to the nigga. It was like, yeah, like, let him know this will happen. If you want to press charges, reach out to us, yada, 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 yada. We gonna go try to talk back to me and see if, she willing to press charges. Like, so they try to use, because my ex-husband at the time, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, we never made him privy to what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just knew we did business together and we were trying to work our way into closing our relationship. You know what I mean? And obviously the kids. But like, they was trying to use him like, well, they gonna press charges against you for this. And, like, what do you know about these motherfuckers so far? And you live in the house with them. Like, what the fuck is going on? And the only thing he could think of was the fact that he didn't like my ex-husband. So he was deemed, I guess, useless in the whole thing. And then some other shit kind of happened where he ended up coming through my back door and I didn't know it was him. And he had a nigga on my front porch and I didn't know who the nigga was. And come to find out it was an old nigga he hooped with, which is why the nigga was 6'11" and like 500 pounds. And like, I shot at him and I shot at the car because the way I seen it, they had came and took my son out of my house. But it was him that took him, but it was raining, just like kind of like it is now, but it was raining, so I couldn't see shit. I'm thinking the nigga got my kid. So I bucked at the front seat of the bitch that was driving, which turned out to be his sister. And I hit through the back seat. And because I was just out there acting a fucking ass, they had already called the police. And he just put my son outside. Like, it is raining like how it is out here right now. Put my son in the grass while it's raining. I woke up to go pick my son up. By the time I pick him up, I'm holding my shit still in my hand while I'm picking my child up. Obviously in safety. But I'm just sitting here like in the rain. And like, I turn around and there's officers every fucking where. It was so fucked up. It was some shit like off a fucking movie. I was so fucking mad. They arrested the fuck out of my ass too. But I have a license, you know what I'm saying, to carry. So they was just like, okay. And I could not identify that it was him. So they came back again. It was like, do you wanna arrest him for breaking and entering? That's now because I did that stupid ass shit. They had more reason to come and hold a conversation with me. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm getting somewhere with this. And because they could hold a conversation with me now because of the charges that they were about to motherfucking put on me, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a fucked up situation because, like, damn, like, you know, like, they been wanting to talk to you type shit. So, I had a license to carry, and, like, you know, my attorney, he came up there and was like, look, man, like, she ain't fucking know. She just thought it was a nigga kidnapping her kid. The nigga did walk in through the back door. It ain't like he announced himself. He got somebody else at the front door. Like, these people got a history of, you know, having issues because, you know, their family had rivalry, and it was a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, they just, my attorney so raw, he just came up with some shit. He was like, you know, she thought it was somebody trying to come in, you know what I'm saying, finish the skull or some shit. Like, she didn't know, like, and somebody came through the back door. Like, they in her house. She got all right to buck at a nigga if they walk in her back door. So, yeah, like, but I'm saying this to say to you, this nigga came in my life, and because of his jealousy for my kid's father, he damn near ruined my life, my family's legacies, my kids' life. Like, it was a lot going on just from this bitch presence alone because of his one little piece of fucking hatred for one person that I didn't even fucking want. It was his own insecurities making my life a living fucking hell when I chose to just marry him. Do that make sense? This is why I ain't that damn crazy. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying look at how your actions can affect him and he ain't doing shit. That's my whole point. Because he was cool until, you know, and I wasn't going to keep my girls away from him. It was like, nigga, he's a great fucking father. And that nigga till today, he's a great fucking father. And the other motherfucker, he's a dumb nigga. You know what I'm saying? He okay, but he's a dumb nigga. So I would have ruined the relationship that the girls had for his jealousy. No, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I dealt with that, it's a reverse to the now ex-wife. Yeah, like I feel like people, they be style shit on us, and we innocent. I feel like he an Aries, polarity, Libra. He innocent. He just trying to keep that shit going, bro. He ain't trying to have no enemies. And he doing that shit the right way, whether it look like it or not. It go back to the beginning of reading I said before. Like, sometimes it don't always look right, but is it that bad? You know what I mean? All right, let's see, yo. I gotta come up with a cute name for you. I feel like you just so tiny and cute. Aww. I'm gonna start calling you little thick ass. Little thick ass. Alright? Period. She in there like, look. Alright, let's see. This for you. Okay. Period. Okay, so I feel like you're somewhere. You're back and forth about the Six of Swords. You're like, okay, I want to leave, but I'm still communicating or speaking. 4 with the 3 is like idea. Okay, so somebody might not let you implement your ideas. You got the 3 of Swords, so it's like it's a little disheartening. Like, people are just not open to listening. You like, bro, you motherfuckers don't know how to listen. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Okay, so you like, all right. I feel like you stuck between up here. Should I stay or should I go? It's an old school song. Like, it's an old pop song. So I feel like you're like, okay, I'm not gonna leave just yet, but when the time comes, I'm the fuck going. Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman. So yeah, I feel like you're thinking about something. Okay, so you could have already made a choice that you closing something out or you're ending something, but like with the Queen of Pentacles here, I feel like you just gotta figure out how you want to do it. You just dealing with, I feel like you're dealing with a bunch of you welcome, Stink. I feel like you're dealing with like a bunch of stubborn people. The Queen of Pentacles is known to be stubborn. So you like, okay, well, it's gonna be hard for me. This is gonna be work. You like, how the fuck am I gonna add my you know they say our stank on it, right? You like, how the fuck I'm gonna add my stank on it, or I'm gonna add my mark to the shit if you gonna be just fucking weird with the shit. Like the Queen of Wands is like, how the fuck you want me to do something different or change the way something is if you're not trying to hear me the fuck out? So I feel like somebody is trying to be, you know, an asshole about some shit. Because people are stupid Maybe I just see it differently. Common sense ain't common. Is it really fuck ain't not for these people? I feel like you know what the fuck you doing. But I also feel like, you know, when we are this wise, what the fuck did my OG just tell me that shit? Damn. I was explaining to him about how I didn't want to take a project. I didn't take it. But I was telling him why I didn't want to take a project, because it was with somebody that he fucked with. Like it was a celebrity that he liked. And he just kept saying like, damn, like, why the fuck you ain't take that shit? Like, that shit would have been, you know, that shit, that's, you know, like basically like it's dope as fuck type shit, right? But I'm sitting here like, yeah, but like I don't want to deal with these type of people. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that they asking for is just unreasonable. It's just fucking stupid. Okay. But, you know, to him, it was like, you should take it because of who the fuck it is. And I'm just sitting here like, nah. And I'm explaining all of the shit, right? About that's wrong with the project. And the one thing that he said to me that resonated the most was, if you're that smart, you need to run your own company. Because people that are not as wise as you, they're going to make you the problem because you make the most sense. He sure the fuck wouldn't have ended that contract. In fact, he wouldn't have said shit at all. To him, that was the best shit in the world because of who it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's what some people be thinking. Some people be thinking like, oh, you know, I got a lot of skin in the game when it comes to these particular things, that people should respect me or listen to me. That's our supervisors, managers, you know, sightseers or on-site administrators and shit, you know? This is the end of my contract Friday. Work Saturday and Sunday, come back home today. Yeah, like, so I feel like that's probably what the energy is. You like, okay, I'm leaving something. This could be another. You be saying that like I'm leaving another, but like I feel like it's just not meant for you. See what I'm saying? There's a new contract coming in, or there's a conversation with a new contract coming in. You have the Three of Pentacles here and the Queen of Wands, one that won't be as burdensome. You are going to find a location that respects who you are. Remember, when you have Scorpio in your chart in major places, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, South Node, then your career, it just keeps dying until it actually evolves. And a lot of, there we go. I hate technology. I bullshit you or not. Like, my whole shit just really like just reset. Like the whole internet. And then the computer shut off, but I think it was just because I think the power shut down and then shut back on. And it reset all my shit. It's like, excuse me, sir. All right, cool. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, I definitely feel like it's one of those situations and scenarios where you say to yourself, like, you're going to end up finding somebody that understands like who you are, right? And what you bring to the table. Because the magician here is like somebody that's like, okay, they got to know your value. You know what I'm saying? If they don't understand your value, then they're going to feel like, you know, it's not a loss. It's not a problem. It's like, oh, okay, I'm getting rid of somebody that's combative. But really, whole time, they just immature and don't want to admit that your energy aggravates their demons, or that they're scary, or, you know, like that they got other shit going on. So it's just one of those situations. If I was you, I wouldn't even worry. I feel like you're going to end up finding what what you're looking for, period. Justice. You're going into a energy of like, what actually should be irritating and long, it actually is going to work out in your benefit, because these people are so caught up with not having help. Because the card, the Six of Pentacles upright is having help, support, gifts, help shit. So like when it's in reverse, it's like these people don't have help. So to opposed to them letting you walk away and they have to deal with the nine of wands, they actually would prefer to support it. See what I'm saying? They might even tell you the truth. They might be like, look, we ain't got no motherfucking time right now to do shit. We can't afford to lose shit. We can't. So I'm just gonna mind my business type shit. I was thinking about changing careers and doing a total different thing. It's time for me to do what you said. Stop being the smartest employee in the room and just be the boss. Yeah. Because you could build it. You know, that's what God said. If you build it, they will come, right? Like sometimes you just have to build stuff and get the hell out of the way because and hire people, you know, because you know what you're looking for in an employee. Because you were once that employee. You may not be in a situation where you could work for what someone else is already building. That's Scorpio. Scorpio they have to control what is being built. Otherwise, people will try to make them pay for being eligible to be in control. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't change careers per se. Because I feel like it's not the career field that you in. It's literally the way of the world. See what I'm saying? It's the way of the world. The only thing that you're missing out of what you do for a living is the Ace of Cups. Because the only issue that people are having is with you. Do that make sense? Not saying you're the problem, but the issue is with you. That's the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is like saying, oh, you're so happy. You know, you look, you know, the Nine of Cups is happy as fuck. Like they're glee as hell by their fucking self. They don't need a motherfucker. They don't care to have a motherfucker. They happy. So when you're thinking about that, it's like, what the fuck is the point? And so because you're happy, they like, well, you don't need this fucking job. Like it's literally their spirit is aggravated by your aura. And that's gonna happen a lot because you're gifted. Like, you know, Gemini moon people, they create enemies because the enemies know they can see them. Told you. The enemies know that they can see them. So they're like, okay, I know you can see me, but I know you ain't gonna say nothing because you don't give a fuck that much to say anything at all. So therefore, I gotta make my point. Like, you know, it's like when people meet people and they be like, oh, you know, the toughest nigga in the room. Like, they wanna be the fucking bully. They wanna show a nigga who's boss. And the whole time, you don't give a fuck who's boss. You're like, what the fuck I need to know who the fuck is boss for? What the fuck they got to do with me? Because they don't have shit to do with you. Because even the biggest boss ain't a concern for you because you'll get on his ass or her ass. I'll be like, just let me be great. I'll make you look good. Just say thank you. They can't. Because then they need you. And like, you know, demons can't rely on people. They can't have trust in people. They can't do shit like that. Like, that means that you are regulating and ruling everything that's of essence to them. If you fuck around and do too good, you damn near can oust them. And they not about to have that shit. Angels share, remember? That's the temperance. The temperance in tarot is her pouring shit from out of her cup in somebody else's cup. Literally. I literally just said that and all these cards just hit the floor. But look at the card that was next. Never wrong. I feel like you're going into a situation where things will be easier. They'll be better. They'll be less worrisome. They'll be more supporting. It's just where you are now. It's too much jealousy. And you may not, you know, you may not be there anymore, so it really doesn't matter anyway. But I feel like it's something going on bigger here than what you think. You thinking like, oh, it's just a job, and it's just like, okay, fuck the people at the job. But like, I feel like it's something greater going on here. I think it has everything to do with like just who you are as a person, like, and you coming into like this newfound ability to be able to be happy, to do what you want to do, doing what you want to do. It's like another way for this person to keep you in their under their wing. With the Queen of Cups, it's like, if I can keep you emotional, if I keep you thinking, then I can keep you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can stay in your energy. Because every time now you got to go deal with people, you worried about the same shit. They're concerned. And they know that shit. I'm gonna go through frequency because I know your frequency gonna show. I'm telling you, it's something good happening here. It may not look like it to you per se yet, but I can tell you right now, it's something great happening here. Like, it's a lot of positive, great things in the works, for sure. All right, tell me more about this. I feel like you need to build a business plan on what you want to do from a different angle. Yeah, because Taurus is here, so you're going back to Taurus. Scorpio's in reverse and Taurus is up next. That's what they're saying. So wherever you have Taurus is wherever you're making your money now. So Taurus is a teacher. So we talked about what you do for career. Maybe it's not about you actually being in the career. Maybe it's about you teaching people what you do in your career or something like that. Maybe it's an instructor or a trainer in your career or a professor or a teacher in your career. See what I'm saying? They telling you that your passion is what the perseverance lies, or passion is where your perseverance lies. Like, the Page of Wands is confirmation. I think you should do something that has to do with your career. You can ask ChatGPT, and I'm not pressing you to do this because I'm technically the reader, but you need to read on your career. That's what you need to do. You need to read on your career, because when you have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands, they telling you it's an inner passion that you need to pull from. You like what you do. It's just the dumbass people that's around that's fucking up what you got going on. Which means that you're going back to Taurus. So it's also spiritual. Because if I stand corrected, I believe... Oh, wait. Is it you? You either Taurus North or Scorpio South, or Scorpio North, Taurus South. If you're Taurus North, then they're pushing you into like vulnerability, like doing your own path and making your own way, yada yada. Learning, getting education to make your own way. But if it's Taurus South Node, then you're dealing with going back to wisdom. You already know what you're doing, but Taurus South Node people have to teach it. And then once you get done blessing people with your knowledge, then if you build it, they will come. Then you make your career based around the people that you are teaching. Yeah. And remember, we talked about this. Remember, we talked about how you could literally end up going overseas for work. And that could be you going overseas to teach. Because them people, you heard the thunder, them people don't know shit overseas. Not saying that they stupid, I'm not saying that, but I keep getting the military. I told you that. Remember, it was Guam and the military. Girl, I was thinking about training flash crash courses and a secret shopper research for patient outcomes as reflected on profits. I'm trying to tell you, like, if you could give people true evidence and numbers, it would save them so many lawsuits. It would save so many lawsuits. You know how many ideas, like, you have any idea? I have many children, many. You know how many times I've been to the emergency with my kids in the past? Like, and them people did shit all wrong. And if I'd have never, like, people don't know I went to school to study to be a doctor. They didn't know that shit. They don't know that shit until I start asking the right questions, and they be like, oh shit, like, like, how the fuck did you know that? And it's like, oh, remember, a stupid motherfucker can play, a smart motherfucker plays stupid, a stupid motherfucker can't play smart. It's not until you start asking them niggas the right questions that they start actually doing their job. Other than that, they're guessing. They're literally guessing based off of what they think it could be. As a person, you know what the fuck is going on with your body. Most of us, unless they senior citizens or they don't have it all, they got mental health issues. But for the most part, once you explain some shit, you pretty much know what the fuck going on. The internet is a real fucking thing. People can Google what the fuck going on with their own fucking bodies. But that experience, that care, the ability to actually figure out what the fuck wrong, so you don't have to come back. Like, that's what most urgent cares are designed to halfway fix the issue, so you come right the fuck back. That's how they make their money. They send you home partially fucked up, so you come right back, and they got two visits out of one. It's literally their strategy. That's why when you there, you need to make sure that they do everything on that one visit, so you're not getting the same shit done twice. And I feel like for you, I feel like you need to, see what I'm saying? You need to enhance the vision. You need to enhance it. Because you got the seven of cups in reverse. It's some shit that people ain't seeing that you could see. I said that in the beginning of the reading. It's the way you do your job. They don't do their jobs like that. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They lost. And whether that be on purpose or accident, they ain't trying to fucking find that shit. But they will blame you for having it. Because if everything in here is bullshit and easy, why the hell would you come in here being all happy and fiery and passionate? This is what's happening. And I feel like the new place you go to, it won't be the same because they in a fucked up situation. I told you that. It won't be the same. They need the help. But as sure as shit stink, when they shit start going into the green again, and life start looking good for them again, if you know what I mean, and they numbers and shit start fucking looking well again, they gonna be right acting fucking stupid too. But if I was you by then, I would have already been built my damn business and contracted with them hoes, and they wouldn't even know it's my company. I just did that with a homeboy of mine. I literally just did that with a homeboy of mine. I had another homeboy create a company and partner with my homeboy. He don't even know that, you know what I'm saying? The people behind the fucking company. And he done partnered with the motherfuckers, and that shit is running fucking smooth as a goddamn baby's ass. And he have no idea that we behind the shit, so he don't know about the conflict of interest, because it's really not, because I don't work there, and neither did the other person. But, you know, it's like, it ain't my company, so the only thing I get is an advisor fee. You feel me? So it's still not a conflict of fucking interest. I'm just saying that to say, maybe you should be looking at being an advisor. Or if you do something, you need a higher role where you got more authority. You know what I'm saying? This is the place I was at was on purpose. They was about to sell the place and didn't tell the employees yet. See what I'm saying? That shit crazy. And you got out of there in the nick of fucking time. Unscarred, unscattered, which lets you know your fucking energy as a person. So you ain't never got to worry about if you making the right choices on the job. Shit, you already know you blessed and you gonna stay that way. But it was definitely to teach you something on how the fuck maybe them shits is ran, or the back office shit for that shit. But your number's still high. Your number is 1236, so I feel like you need to become a boss at your shit. Put it in ChatGPT. Like, do a real read on your career. Check your 5th house. Like, check your 9th house. Check your 10th house, especially for career. Break your chart down, because it's something to it. I know Scorpio always gonna rule death of your career and rebirth of your career, which is why if you running some shit, you notice that Scorpios, they're always into businesses that have to do with like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to do with entertainment. The reason a lot of Scorpio men pick entertainment is because once shit dies in the career or with the project, they could build something new. Women have to get into the same thing. Not entertainment, but you got to get into the notion of you have to have so much fluidity, because it's water, that when shit dies, you could just pick something else back up. If you were in a physical building or you're in a physical location and it dies, you still stuck in that building. You know what I'm saying? It says 5th, 9th, 10th house. Oh, so 5th house is Sag, 9th house is Taurus, 10th house is Scorpio. I'm trying to, is that right? Is your 10th house Scorpio? Now, do me a favor. Look up what the 10th house means. That's your reputation and that's your career. And remember, I just said it's Scorpio. Now, I was thinking North Node, but if you got 10th house Scorpio too, it's double. Google what it means to have a 10th house in Scorpio. That's the reason right there. Besides your South and North Node, that's your reason. I hope this makes sense. I hope that helps. Or I hope that helped. Like, you gotta really break down your career. I think you're going about it the wrong way. And not in a bad way, because you ain't doing shit wrong. But I feel like you're going about it in a different way that you don't know that, your career is not supposed to be longevity. You're not the type of person that will stay at a business for 20, 30 years and retire. That's not your energy. In fact, you can't do that shit. You can't work anywhere and stay there for 5 years and fucking retire. In the beginning of life, you probably did that shit. In your earlier years, you probably was at a company for some years, 3, 4, 5 years. And that was the last long fucking company you ever worked at. And the reason for that ain't just by accident. And I'm sure when you were working there, you probably worked somewhere off by your fucking self in a pod or some shit and just not dealing with people. Like, if you want longevity, then you keep building into something. That's why businesses are really good for Scorpios, because they can keep changing it and putting new shit in it and new people in it, and it just keeps evolving. I hope this helps. I hope that helped. All right, y'all. I'll be back.